The time is now thick 30, so you know what that means. It's time to think thick with your host, the Thick Goddess. Let the thickness begin.
All right, people, welcome to another episode of Thick Girl Thoughts. I am the Thick Goddess. I am here for you. The thickness is here. I have another thickums, as I like to call them, but she's thick in the mind too, honey, because she's smart. Okay, she is smart. She is kind. She is smart, and she is intelligent. Is that the same thing? No, did she say that? I don't even remember what she said.
Me either. I think those are the words, though.
Yeah, that sounds good enough for me. So I want to introduce y'all to my first guest ever on Thick Girl Thoughts. She is also the person who designed the logo, honey. So she is a professional. So I think it's only fitting she's the first guest of Thick Girl Thoughts. It's my girl, Daddy.
Hey, guys. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for coming on Thick Girl Thoughts. And, you know, who knew in a couple of months that, hey, I just had this idea for another podcast and I want you to design it.
Yes.
I was literally like, I told you what I wanted to do with it. And you were like, okay. And I'm like, okay. So yay. And here we are doing the podcast together. So if y'all don't know, which you don't know, but if you listen to any of my Becoming a ... podcast, which is my other podcast besides this one, she has also been on there. I don't even know how many times you've been. I feel like you've been on there almost every season. Like we did a Valentine's Day episode. Mm-hmm. We just recorded an episode before this episode. So she's also on Ricki Edits Life Media on YouTube. We did a whole thing about her business, The Girl Brand. The Girl Brand. So make sure you check that out on Ricki Edits Life Media on YouTube. There's a whole video for Becoming a ... podcast, and she's on there as well. So, you know, good people you have to keep around, and you gotta celebrate each other. I gotta give my friends they flowers while they still here. Okay.
Same, child. Same.
Right. So we are here together to do this wonderful podcast. And so this podcast is a little different. It's more fun. So I have to ask you the first question because I've been seeing a lot of debate on the internets about this.
Okay.
Beyonce.
A little hot. Oh.
What do you think of her new album? Because it's been a lot of controversy, and I need to talk to somebody about like Renaissance. How do you feel about Renaissance?
Oh, okay. So when I first heard it, I was like, this is not my usual Beyonce. It's not my usual Beyonce. But hearing it for the first time through, I was like, I'm not going to judge it. We're going to hear it out, listen to the words. When I first heard it, I was like, okay, this is a vibe. This is a vibe because she always gets out of her realm on no matter what album she does. She'll give you your regular Beyonce, like with the ballads and the love on tops. And, she'll give you that. But now, like, she's dibbling and dabbling in country music, pop music. The girl is everywhere. So why not get into the Vogue stage, the music for the girls, and you know what I mean, for the girls, like
for the girls, honey, for the girls.
She is doing this, and this whole record to me is a bop, and it's majority for the girls. So she's giving everybody a taste of what they like in music, and I love it. Afro beats to voguing music to love music, still like your girl. You heard the intro. These motherfuckers ain't stopping me. So she
ain't stopping me.
Exactly. So
that's right.
Yes, I love it. I love it. It had to grow on me. I'm not gonna lie, but I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, first of all, when she has Girl Down, like Frida come in, I'm like, oh shoot, that's it. That takes it.
Okay.
I was like, you better come on, Beyonce, because I was here from Frida. Is always a good time. So I love Frida. So I was like, I'm down. You had her on the last album. It was great. Let's do it again. And then when I got the because I pre-ordered, on Tidal, because I was like, I want it because I want to hear it because I know everybody's going to talk about it. And it was so many mixed reviews about the album that some people like, I can't get into it.
Yeah.
Other people like, this is the worst album she ever done.
Oh my gosh.
And some people like, oh, I love it. And I'm like, okay, let me go listen to it. And what's so crazy about it is when I listened to the whole thing, I did not know where the next song, like, it was just so smooth of transitions for the songs. I was like, wait, how we get here?
Right.
How long I've been listening to this song?
And then it transitions and flows into different songs. Like, I was telling my coworker, because he's like an avid Beyonce fan. Shout out to Bill. But he literally is like, oh, well, this song sounds like this, and this song sounds like Prince. Like, to me, some of her music sounds like Prince's music. Or it gave me, again, I'm giving my age out with Supersonic. I don't know if you ever heard that song, Supersonic.
Come on now.
Okay, so the song America, We Got a Problem or something like that.
Yeah.
That song gives me that vibe. And I was praying and hoping that she would do like Summer Lover, Summer Lover, Doom Lover, Summer Lover at the end of the song. I was hoping that girl, that would have been so epic. But that whole album was just a different feel, and I loved it. I heard the mixed reviews too, and I was just in shock because it's like, these artists, they're trying to like migrate. They don't want to stay in the same position for their whole career. So I just can't wait to see what she has up her sleeve next. Because after I seen that it was different acts, it's like, okay, is this the first act, and then the video going to be the second act, and then the third thing is going to be a movie? Like, what has she got going with this Renaissance thing? Or like with the different acts, is she going to change the name of the different acts? Like, I'm just ready to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, because I'm like, so maybe like, so this is more, club dance, and then the next one's more R&B country,
right?
And the next one's more pop. Like, I don't know I can't wait to see the visuals. That's really
right. And she's been giving us a little bit of taste of it on TikTok. Just a little taste. I'm like, oh my God, girl, what do you got going on? Just give us the whole thing, doggone it.
Give it all to me. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Hey.
Because I'm just like, I don't know what she's gonna do. And the good thing about it is, like, you never know with Beyonce, but also like when she did Lemonade and her self-titled album, like the visuals from that, like Lemonade was my favorite, probably. I watched that at work so much because I was like, this is taking me away from it was like a mental break at work, because I was like, this is taking me away from all the stress that's going around, but also it's visually beautiful. And I was like, I just want to make shit like that. Like, it was inspiring to me as a film, student graduate, that I was like, and I'm still learning. Like, it's still stuff that I'm still learning, being, still like, when I graduated in 2011, I'm still learning. Like, it's so many things that happen. And I'm just like, the visual, like, I just want to be on set with her.
Right.
Like, how she comes up with all this stuff, because it's great. Like, it is so good. And I can't wait to see what she does with this album.
Same.
I'm ready for it. But yeah, I was wondering, like, are all the girls not liking this Beyonce album? Because
listen, I just think it's the people that they listen to her ballads. They like the old riff Beyonce that goes above and beyond with the vocals. Like, they like that Beyonce. And it's like, this Beyonce is so creative. Like, the girl, like you said, visually, her mind is out of this world, and I love it. Like, for Black is King, that's my favorite. Like, visually, she went crazy with that one. So I just, like you said, she is a creative, and people just have to get used to that. People, they grow and they expand, and they want to do more. They want to think outside of the box, and she's able to do that. So why not let her?
My thing is, I'm like, well, why do Black women just have to be in this certain box? We can't, like, but people see that I remember when I was at Full Sail, shout out to Full Sail University. When I was listening to some music before class started, it was Nirvana. I was listening to Nirvana because that's like MTV early days. So
yes.
I was listening to that in the hallway, and I guess I had it up really loud. So my classmate, he's like, Ricki, you listen to Nirvana? And I'm like, yeah. Like, what? He's like, I've never thought you would listen. I'm like, okay. And then I forgot, it was somewhere else. I think we were out somewhere with some friends, and this country song came on, and I forgot it was Garth Brooks or somebody. And I was like, oh, this is my jam. They're like, you like country music? I'm like, look, I lived in San Antonio, Texas for a long time. Now, that's not how they sound. But I lived in Texas, and my first album, like, so I was in ROTC.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had to go to some football game because ROTC, we got to, go and eat for free and just sit and watch the game, and get out the house. I was like, and I get money for food too. I'm like, I'm there. And so one of my friends was like, well, I got a cassette player if you want to listen to some music. And I was like, okay. And I was like, but it was so boring on the bus. So I was like, okay. So it was Brooks and Dunn.
Okay.
And I listened to the whole album. And I'm like, you know what? Country music ain't that bad. And so,
that's my least favorite genre, but I'll still listen to it. Like if I hear it elevator music wise, I'll still listen to it. Like I'm not gonna say, oh, I hate country music and I'm never gonna listen to it. And some people are like that. They like cut off their, they don't want to be as bold or as like out there as many other people. They're so stuck on one genre that they don't realize that the other genres probably was inspired. Your favorite genre was inspired by those genres that you don't listen to. So,
right.
Girl, some people just need to open the box and get outside of it.
Yeah. And then I don't know if you've seen on TikTok, there's a whole nother movement where this black group, and I can't think of it, and I just saw it today and I should have saved it. But they was like, we're taking our music back. Pop music, rock music is black.
Mm-hmm. I heard that before too.
Yeah. And I was like, well, is it a liar? Because if you look at the Elvis movie, and I don't know if you've seen it, but I love watching documentaries on like, different singers and whatever. That's my zhuzh. So I've watched stuff about like, Elvis Presley, and most of his stuff he got from black people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say like they didn't have their own like rendition, like their part to it, but I'm just like, a lot of these artists do get a lot of blues and all this stuff incorporated into other music. And I'm just like, can we just acknowledge that? Because stop holding us in this rap R&B box. I'm tired of being in this box, because I like all my classical music. Like I do it, I'll branch out to all. So I'm not, if I listen to something, I'm like, okay, I just got into like listen to the Friend Zone podcast.
Okay.
Some Afro beats stuff too. Like I've gotten into that. I always love my Caribbean music. Like when BT had what was it, Caribbean? What was that show the lady came on with, Caribbean?
I forgot.
But you know what I'm talking about. And she used to come on there. I think she was Jamaican. And she used to come on there, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, a whole vibe.
Because especially being in the South, we don't get a lot of those like Caribbean, because that's more up north, like, and we don't get that down here. So just to have that, and like, oh, this is a whole nother culture we got going on. I'm down with it. So I just don't want to be in a box.
Yeah, me either. Like I said, the old school inspires the new school, and it just keeps going and going, and you won't know it because of so many hidden layers, or like, we get the new school vibe and then we kind of overlay it with the old school vibe, and you don't know that if you're not listening to everything. So that's what people need to do. They need to stop boxing us in one genre and let us grow.
Right. So now here's this other thing that's been blowing up on TikTok as well. I'm gonna share. Do I have it on here? I'm gonna share my screen right quick.
Yes.
Hold on. I gotta bring it up so I can see it, and it's not coming up. Hold on. Hold please for the stuff that I'm looking up. It's so hard to do technical things. Okay. All right. So can you
Okay.
see my screen?
I do.
All right. So this is another one. I don't know. Black women are tired. I don't know if
Okay.
you've seen this, but I'm going to play it.
Look, check this out. Black women are tired. They're tired of being independent. They're tired of being looked at as the strongest. They're tired of having to take care of the kids by themselves. They're tired of bearing all the weight. Don't believe the hype that you see on all of these social media networks. Black women are tired, and the reason why I know this because I talk and have conversations with a lot of black women. But what a black woman really want, she want to be able to go to the soccer games. She want to not have to be the sole leader and sole provider of her family. She want to support the man who God gave her to be with. She want to be a helpmeet. The thing is, she's been placed in this position where she's had to lead. She's had to step up to the plate and become something that she really didn't want to be in the first place. She want to support her man. She want to nurture her kids. She want to nurture her husband while pursuing things that she's passionate about. That's it. It's that simple. The thing is, she just can't find a suitable leader that she trusts to come in and relieve her of these responsibilities so that she can finally get some rest, because that's what she wants. Rest.
Okay.
When I tell you that spoke to my spirit, I was because I even commented on that video because I was like, I have cried so much because I am so tired of being like I want to be careless. I want to be not responsible for anything. I just want to have fun. I just want, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I can't because I
Mhm.
have to take care of this person. I have to take care of myself. I have to make sure the bills are paid. I got to make sure this. And I broke down plenty of times during the year and just like, I'm just so tired. I just need a break. I 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 need a break. And do we get
Mhm.
one? No, because what we have to be responsible. There's other people out
Mhm.
here, they'll tell you, oh girl, do this, da, da, da. You ain't gotta do all that. Da, 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 da. I'm sorry, I gotta be a responsible person, but
Yes.
I want to be responsible. Also, I want to be able to take that break and just like I need rest. I do. Like
Mhm.
I go so much and you do so much and you just like in your mind, and even if you sit down for a second, your mind's still going because you just like, okay,
Mhm.
what else I gotta do? I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this. And you can never stop. Even though you stopped, your mind never stops. And I'm just like, yeah, black women are tired. Like,
I
how do you
agree.
feel?
Well, listening to him speak, first of all, that for me to hear a black man knowing and understanding black women, that in itself is just it's mind blowing because we don't get that recognition a lot. Secondly, he did point to and put out a lot of information, which, like, in essence, a strong, independent woman. Sometimes we get to a point in our lives where we're like, oh, we doing so much. Oh, we can do it ourselves. We don't need a man. And then we get to that point where it's like almost breakdown mode because we want that support system. Like we give our all, we put all of this on the table in turn to be with people that are selfish or they don't want to match what's on the table or give more, or they don't want to be that provider. So we have to provide. So it gets to a point where we're just like tired. We're like tired of everything, like tired of these kids, tired of working, but we can't give it up because if we do, then what are we gonna have? Nothing.
Not
So
a
I get where
damn thing.
yeah, I definitely get where he's coming from. I can't wait to get that support system. Like,
But
and
it's
where
also
it can be a balance, it don't have to just be him taking care of everything. Like, if
right.
it's a balance, you see me, babe, just take a break, kick your feet back, let me massage your feet, you rest, I'm gonna cook, I'll take care of the kids. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
can't wait to get that. That would be awesome.
But the main thing that he said to me that really stuck out was trust. Because
Mm.
I know, speaking from experience, child, I know that it's a lot
Mm-hmm.
to get me to trust somebody. That's one thing that is hard to like just okay, I'm all right, you do it. You can do it. Just go with the trust. And I think that's the hardest thing for Black women is to give trust to somebody else and then trust that they're gonna do the right thing and you don't have to go behind them. Because a lot of times you're like, oh, okay, go do this. And then next thing you know, you like, I should just did it myself. And we got to get out of that. We have to.
Definitely.
I remember, so when I went to the Dominican Republic, my friends who were married, they were saying that you have to like compromise in the situation because you can't do everything. And when you have somebody there that you married to, you have to give and take, and just it's that balance. And I haven't gotten there yet. But also I haven't been in a relationship in a very long time. So that would be something I would have to get used to is letting go. And that's the big thing, letting go, trusting this person to be there for you. And you can just take a break, which is very hard to do because it's hard to give your heart to somebody. He's like, ooh, I want to, but ooh, it's a little barrier right here. Ooh, I want to. I feel that you want to, but sometimes we just gotta let it go. And if it happens, it happens. If it don't happen, like, well, that's not the one for me. And move on to the next one. That's the thing we have to do is like when something doesn't work out, let's not hone in on it and be like, well, let's just let that go. It was a lesson learned. We can go about things differently the next time, and that took a lot for me. It took a lot for me.
It took a lot for me too, but I think more of the independence part because I'm so in control of everything. It's like when I do meet somebody, I don't want to take control over everything. Like I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm all independent. So that means you do your independent part and I do my independent part. And it's like when you come together, you're one. It's not solely based on independence. So I get what he's saying. I really want that. I want whoever I'm with, whatever Black king I end up with, I want them to have that state of mind. Like it's not all about I, it's about us.
So. Right. What about me? What about us? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Come on, guys.
Hey.
Get it total. Okay. But yeah, no, we really have to like work on, us as Black women, work on letting go to the right person.
Correct.
And we have to give and take too. We have to like let go and let people, bring down our guards a little bit. It's hard, but bring down that guard and be like, hey, mister, I think you're special.
Yeah.
I want you to help me to let go of some of this stress.
That part.
Exactly. But that is it for this episode. I really appreciate you coming on, girl.
Yes.
Tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever you're on, at the THEE Girl Brand or my website, thegirlbrand.com.
Turn your mic back on. There you go. Because I be trying to I don't want to mess up you because I be sitting up back here doing stupid stuff. Well, thank you for being on the first episode of actually, it's not the first episode. It's the first guest episode of Fit Girl Thoughts, which will be streaming everywhere and also on YouTube as well. So make sure if you want to see us, you want to be us, you want to hang with us, you can sit with us, okay?
Yes.
So and also tell the people about your business. Did we talk about your business?
We did not talk about my business, child.
Tell the people what you do, honey.
I'm a Jill of all trades. I help you with your business and branding, personal branding, websites, resumes, social media management, trademarks, copywriting. I'm going to start master classes. You can get my notebooks on Amazon KDP.
Come on.
Get it, honey. I
The
got
girl
so
has
much
it
going
all.
on. Yes.
Yeah, so make sure y'all check her out if you need any branding, okay? If you need
Yeah.
logos, if you need to write your business plan down, she has a book for that, okay? If you
Yes.
need resumes, because a lot of people, some people need jobs. You can't
Mhm.
be on these PPP loans all day. Okay. People are going to
Okay.
jail. People are going to jail.
I'm
So
trying to help you avoid that.
exactly. So get a legit job with your resume done by this lady right here.
Yes.
And I mean, she's the all
Jack
no,
of all trades, honey.
jack of all trades. No, we need to call her something
Jill.
else. She is the sojourner truth of all trades. Child, I don't know. I'll try to
She
make it
took me
blend.
there.
I'll try to
Yeah.
make it blend. The hair tubman of all things. Social
The
media.
Harajuku Barbie of all trades.
The hurt, I can't even say it. I'm not even gonna play like that. She is konnichiwa. Yeah, I'm gonna let it go. But thank you so much for being on. Make sure y'all check her out. She's amazing. And we will see you on another video, another episode of Fit Girl Thoughts. Make sure you check me out everywhere. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Make sure you listen to the if you don't like looking at us, I'm sorry, but if you want to listen to us, you can stream it everywhere that you stream podcasts. And that's it. Thank you so much. Ladies, stay thick. Men, stay thick in the minds, the bodies, and in your soul. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.